DevOps research and assessment is doing a wonderful job when it comes to implementing DevOps culture. According to a research by DORA or DevOps Research and Assessment Organization, the company culture that is high trust and emphasizes information flow is predictive of software delivery performance and organizational performance in technology. The idea that a good culture that optimizes information flow is predictive of good outcomes is not a new idea. It is based on research by sociologist Dr. Ron Westrom. Westrom research included human factors in system safety, particularly in the context of accidents in technological domains such as aviation and healthcare. In this video, I'm going to give you a few pointers as how you can implement organizational culture in the light of Dora's research. Dora's research shows that changing the way people work changes culture. This is echoed in the work of John Shook, who spoke of his experiences in transforming culture. And he said, and I quote, the way to change culture is not to first change how people think, but instead to start by changing how people behave, what they do. This is seen in the technical, lean, and product management capabilities that have researched that influence culture. In addition, teams can identify helpful practices to create a generative culture that fosters information flow and trust by examining the six aspects of Western models of organizational culture, focusing on those behaviors seen in the generative culture. The first one out of that culture is high cooperation. What it means is to create cross-functional teams that include representatives from each functional area of the software delivery process, which includes business analysts, developers, quality engineers, operations, security, and so on. This practice lets everyone share the responsibility for building, deploying, and maintaining a product. It's also important that there is good cooperation within the team. Then we have training the messengers. This means we want people to bring us bad news so we can make things better. Hold blameless postmortems. By removing blame, you remove fear. And by removing fear, you enable teams to surface problems and solve them more effectively. Also, create and foster an environment where it is safe to take smart risks and fail, so that anyone can surface problems at any time, even without the ceremony of a postmortem. Then we have sharing the risks. Along with training the messengers, encourage shared responsibilities. Quality, availability, reliability, and security are everyone's job. One way to improve the security of your services is to ensure that developers share responsibility for maintaining their code in production. The improvement in collaboration that comes from sharing responsibility inherently reduces risks. The more eyes on the software delivery process, the more you'll avoid errors in process or planning. Automation also reduces risk and with the right tool choice can enable collaboration. Then we have encouraging the bridging, breaking down silos. In addition to creating cross-functional team techniques for breaking down silos include co-locating operations with the dev team, including operations or ops in planning throughout the software delivery lifecycle, and implementing chat ops. Another tip is to identify someone in the organization whose work you don't understand or whose work frustrates you, like procurement, and invite them to coffee or lunch. Informal discussions help foster better communication, and you may understand why they do what they do, and you can come up with a creative solution together. Then we have the aspect of letting the failure leading to inquiry. What it means is that to hold blameless postmortems, the response to failure shapes the culture of an organization. Blaming individuals for failures creates a negative culture. If instead failures lead you to ask questions about what caused the failures and how you can keep them from happening again in the future, you have improved your technical systems, your processes, and your culture. Then you need to encourage experimentation that basically you're implementing novelty. Giving employees freedom to explore new ideas can lead to great outcomes. Some companies give engineers time each week for experimentation. Others host internal hack days or mini conferences to share ideas and collaborate. Many new features and products begin this way. When you release your employees from habitual pathways and repetitive tasks, they can generate enormous value for your organization. And remember that novelty isn't limited to new products and features. Also, encourage and reward improvements in processes and ideas that help foster collaboration. So, these are a few of the ways you can follow to implement DevOps organization culture. I hope you found it useful. If you have any feedback, please put it in the comment section. Thanks for listening.